Hey guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Salvador Brigman, and on this video I want to talk about how to really build up an e-commerce store or an e-commerce shop. How do you go from nothing to product to a thriving shop with customers, people buying more and more of your products? How do you actually do that? So first of all, coming up with the product. I think this is a bit of a mystery to many people out there. And that's because you see products out there and you think, wow, like how did this guy get all of these customers? How did this guy get all of this kind of traction? I think that what it starts with actually is identifying a problem. Identifying a problem that you yourself experience or a problem that you've noticed. So for example, it's cold out. That's a problem. Someone then decides, hey, let's try out this thing, which happens to be a jacket. Let's see if this solves that problem. Someone else comes along and says, hey, this jacket is made of wool. It's really heavy. It's really hot. Like I want to be, not so cold, but I want to be a little bit warm. Let's create a thinner jacket. When you're creating a new product, you identify problems that the user or the customer experiences in their daily life. And every great e-commerce store, every shop, even every brand is centered around solving problems. And that problem doesn't necessarily have to be utility. It could also be, hey, I want to look good. Hey, I want to stand out in a crowd. I want people to think this guy looks cool. Therefore, fashion and apparel comes into play. They're solving a problem that customer is experiencing. So when you come from that mindset, identify the problems that you experience in your daily life. That's going to help you then come up with solutions to those problems or product ideas. And as you identify all these various problems, you're then going to research and say, hey, this solution was developed, but it's not the best solution. Maybe there's a solution out there that could be better. Or, hey, this solution works for the mainstream, but it's not the best solution for this core customer demographic. A good example here might be maybe when I'm going to the gym, this apparel is great for the average gym goer, but for someone who's really pumped, who does a lot of fitness, this just isn't a great shoe for them, or this isn't a great, whatever it is. You look for a niche customer demographic within the larger customer demographic, and that all comes back to identifying problems to solve. The second part of launching a successful e-commerce store is actually having a professional looking store. And the great thing now is when the web first started, it was actually really hard to get a website up and running. The functionality required, it was a huge financial investment. Now there are a lot of do-it-yourself platforms where you can get a shop up and running in a weekend. Biggest one out there probably is Shopify. I recommend a lot of my readers, listeners, and also people watching this video, check out Shopify. Very easy to use. Another one, if you're using WordPress, you can install the WooCommerce plugin. It's dead simple. You can have an up and running e-commerce store, or you can use something like Magento. If you're just setting up one and sort of testing the store, go with something that's simple to implement. As you grow, as you get more customers, then you can redefine that a bit and have a more custom-built solution. But just start out with something very simple first. And that's actually the easiest process of launching a store, is the setting up the store, setting up a professional shop, and the technical aspect, if you will. The last part is the hardest, and this is the marketing. So what is marketing? I mean, we all have heard of marketing. Basically, how do you, in a world crowded with so many products, in a world where people can go online, can shop, get the best rates, get the best prices, how do you stand out in any way, shape, or form? And that all comes down to your marketing. What is the story behind this brand? Why did you feel the need to solve this problem? What is your values as a company? This all goes into the marketing of your store and how customers, when they come to your store, they think of you. What they're going to expect, if you will, when they buy one of your products. What's the experience like? And to give you an example, if you're going to a very high-end store, It's a different customer experience, a different brand, and therefore different marketing than if you're going to a low-end store, something like a Walmart. You expect something different. There are many ways to market your e-commerce store, and I'm going to be linking to a video which has more information where you can actually learn some really techniques that a lot of the great marketers use to get the word out, to stand out, and to really just to earn more money. I mean, to put it simply, like to earn more revenue, generate more customers. I think that this video is going to be helpful, so I'm going to be linking that up in just a second. But if you enjoyed this YouTube video, please give me a thumbs up and come subscribe to this channel. I want to talk more about being a successful e-commerce entrepreneur. How do you do that? What are the best practices, if you will, for creating a prototype, for getting the word out about that, and hammering down things like logistics, shipping. How do you actually source this product? Should you be sourcing from China, from different areas? Should you have the product, different portions of the product sourced from different companies to protect your intellectual property? All of these things I'm going to be talking about on this channel. So please come subscribe, and also leave any comments or questions if you have them on this YouTube video. Again, my name is Salvador Brigman. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.